Hello, today we're going to be talking about Wildgate Emergence, its systems and how their ships and battles work, as well as some computations for crew combat. So first let's take a look at Wildgate. So let me first show you the screenshots here. I'll tell you a quick rundown of Wildgate, and it's basically a PvPvE where you have 4 ships in a big realm. So let me just start, and I think it's better if I just show you myself. So basically you have 4 ships in a kind of like this realm you see in the background, and in order to win, you and your 3 other members will have to maintain the ship and kill all other enemies, or you take something called an artifact, which is kind of like an extraction. Take that artifact and you bring it into a portal, and if you do that, your team wins. So this is the lobby. Here you have your other UIs, stores. This is your pause UI with your settings and everything. And yeah, let me show you around the game. I'm gonna go ahead into the firing range because yeah, if I start a match this will take a while. But yeah, and the tutorial's a bit annoying having to do everything sequentially. So yeah, let's go to firing range. So as that loads, let me tell you about it. Basically, the game takes place in space, and yeah, there's lots more elements into this. If I show you here, it's still loading, and the aesthetic is kind of like yeah, kind of this vibrant colors, cartoonish but not too much style, 3D, and this style where kind of everyone, yeah. It's a bit hard to explain, sorry. So as you can see, this is the UI.
Everything is okay.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot to look at right now, but I'm gonna be explaining things slowly. So you have your UI, pop-ups happen, and left side's usually the quest. You have your character at the bottom left here, your name, and that blue bar is your oxygen, and below that is your health. In the middle is how your ship is doing. Bottom right is the weapons. You have your main weapon. You can reload it. You can aim. You have your secondary weapon. Then you have your repair tool. The repair tool it's not really a repair tool, it's like a multifunctional tool, because this can extract items. Reason why you want to extract is to help the ship out. Some stuff happens in the ship. And this also repairs the ship and systems as well. Yeah, there's a bunch more elements, but those are the main things. You get to run around your ship. You can fly. And the ship has some interior components. This is your helm. This is where you get to fly the ship. The ship can brake, can boost, and when you give it some thrust, it will stay in that speed. Then you have your other elements like shields, up and down, rear view, and so on. Next up, you have your probe, which is basically a station where you can release a probe and look around. Reason for this is you can scan stuff and put it into your map, so you can see other players, you can see resources, and maybe where the artifact is. Then you have your turrets here.
Locked and
You can aim, but there's only at a certain side of the ship. If you want to aim at other sides, you have to go to different turrets. Aim like this and then shoot. Reload if you want. And the ship has limited amount of ammo. You can replace the cannons. What else? You have your other rooms here. Other cannons, and this is the reactor. This one basically is like the health of the ship.
We can relax. Give them a
The use of this is kind of like for the enemy or for you if you want to invade the enemy. So this is your coolant. If your ship gets too hot from everything, you have to press this button and it uses up an ice resource. You can find them around the map.
okay? I can relax.
And if you press on this, the reactor will overload. And it'll explode if you leave it overloading. So this is good for the enemy. If they want to invade you, click on this button, cause chaos into the ship, fly away. This is your ship processor. You put in the ice, you put in ammo, you put in fuel, and then converts it into stuff the ship can use. This is your charge station where you can get more ammo and charge, your stuff. Door system. Open and close like this. Oh, but you can only open it from the inside. You can fly out of your ship and look around it like so. Those are your cannons. This is your shield. I tried breaking that ship, dummy ship over there, and the way it works is that the shield breaks only a part of it, so you shoot it like twice or 3 times. Only this part of the shield will break, not everything. This is a ship design. You can see it from the outside like this. And this is the realm I'm talking about. In an actual match, there'd be random stuff around. And stuff you could pick up and such, loot. You get other guns, you get... This is another system I forgot to mention. It's this hardpoint. It's like upgrades for your ship. You pick up those stuff. You can only hold one thing at a time and then place it down there. Upgrades your ship. So since it's a firing range, there's a bunch of other stuff we can test out. This is your oxygen pool. If you're running out, you can go in here, refills. These are your items. This is the ice. Place it into processor. You can cool down your ship. Fuel, ammo, all of these work in the processor. Fire. If your ship takes damage and you have a lot of fire, it'll start damaging your ship hull. So you have to put it out using your multi-tool as well. That's one of the other uses, apart from collecting and repairing.
Reactors on ships can be
These are devices you can put into your hardpoint.
Some can be activated. The ship, there are hazards
Ship core,
that can damage
shield,
collect barrier devices.
other stuff, weapons.
Devices all have
This would
different
fetch a
uses.
high price.
Leave them on the deck of your ship until you need them.
Yeah, and you can just have other kinds of stuff, beams and such. These are cannons for the ship. Better cannons equals more damage and you win. If you take a look at the designs, they're all pretty cool,
On the ships. You can also
depending on what they do. We can use them as a good
enemy ships.
reference point if you want to have different kinds of cannons. So as you can see, pretty cool. Bomb cannon, plasma beam, shatter, quad.
Oxygen here.
And just refill my oxygen. And then here's your artifacts that you can find around the realm, the battlefield. If you can take excuse me, you can take one of them and then bring them to your ship like so.
As expected. We have the artifact.
Different artifacts do different things. This is a weapon artifact, so it can be used as a weapon. So you can't teleport. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is that you can teleport back to your ship by holding C. And yeah, you take one of the artifacts back, but you can't teleport while holding them.
Oxygen vent here.
Let's take the healing one, for example.
As expected.
Go back to your ship.
artifact on
And once you have that,
Okay.
leave it in your ship around,
artifact detected on board.
like so.
I've got it.
Drive your ship to the portal and then you win the game. That's a portal, by the way. Or you can just kill all the enemies.
On helm.
This is how you drive. Boost forward. I can leave it like such, but it'll still keep running. But I want to showcase how it looks like dealing damage to the enemy. So let me go a little bit closer. And then maybe we can stop like this by holding Q. I'll man the ship cannon and then shoot.
To fire.
I break their shield. I should only break this portion. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, it's taking quite there. So you break a portion and then you can shoot into the actual ship.
Enemy ship detected.
Since this is a weak weapon and you're supposed to have multiple players, many other players can man the cannons and we all do simultaneous damage. Sorry. Everything you can do is actually board
At the helm.
the enemy ship. So let me just go a little closer and then break. I exit like this and then go into the actual enemy ship. Like so, you kind of fly towards there.
When you are loose board enemy ships to overload their reactor, steal devices,
I-
or weapons, take control of
enemy
their
ship.
hull, or just to blast.
I wonder if yeah, I can open it to these doors with the green button.
This artifact will be worth 6
Man it and then I can loot their stuff if I want, but what's most important is this reactor. I overload it, leave,
their reactor.
and teleport out. And we'll see, maybe the ship will explode. Okay. Any time now. Okay, maybe now. Maybe now. Yeah, so anyways, those are most of the systems of the ship. It's important that the player maintains the ship. There's one driving, one using the cannons. Oh, there you go. It's heating up. And then one maybe invading if they want to. So it's all about coordination. And then, yeah. This is survival of the fittest next.
Relax for a bit. How fast can this thing
So while we aim for the portal, maybe the ship will explode. So yeah, if you have the artifact or anything like that, yeah, go towards the portal and then you should be able to win. So it's taking quite a while to explode or something. But yeah, let's aim for the portal.
on helm?
Like so. Full speed ahead, I can boost. And yeah. After this, it's pretty much the end of the game. Like a real extraction shooter. So you can really see how important team play is, and that collecting materials to make yourself stronger. Make sure you have the artifact. And that's the game. Right now in the mirror board, I've listed here a bunch of the different scenarios you can have. You could go to like small places, fly towards there, get some loot, go back. Here are the other UIs, other characters too, unlockables. Here are the different sides of the ship. And here's the other ship designs that the game has to offer. Hold on, let me just adjust my ship so I'm actually going there. A little higher. Yeah. And they're all here in the mirror board. Different kinds of items, so we can take reference to victory screens, systems over here. Hold on, let me just adjust the ship. Yeah, there you go, victory. So that's a quick rundown of how the game works.
Victor goes the creds. Shall we settle up now? Back at Lucky Dogs.
Yeah, another thing they also focus on is the characters. They have voiceovers. Even the ship's AI has like this personality to it. Kind of talks to the player, guides it. There's different kinds of characters as well. I think they call them prospects or something. Prospectors. And each one of these characters has their own kind of skills. Like so. But yeah, that should be a quick rundown of the game. Yeah, let me just mute it a bit. And then next up is the computation. So I wasn't sure at first, maybe, but I think you meant that we're talking about crew combat. So what I did is in this Google Sheet, I had it so that you have your player crew, you have your enemy crew, health, damage, and then how many times they attack per second. Same with the enemy crew, and then you have your winner, how long it took for the battle, and then the health of the winner afterwards. So the computation, since we're serving as a foundation, I wasn't entirely sure. This is what I did for now. So you can adjust the parameters of these. And then you see, who the winner is. So let's say make it 100. So the winner's obviously gonna be the enemy. Health of the enemy afterwards and such. So the computation goes, to get the winner, you basically get, if the health of the enemy, which is to get the health of the enemy in this battle, you get health of the enemy crew, then divided by the DPS of the player. That's this is pretty much tells you that if this battle is less than this battle duration, then the player won. Because we're talking about enemy health in here. Since this one's lower, that means the player won. The enemy died before the player. Here's the opposite. Else, when the player's health depletes before the enemy, then of course the enemy wins. That's for that computation. Oops. Here you go. And then for the battle duration, it's kind of the same principle. Since it's less than, we kind of take both computations for the player and the player health and the enemy health. And since the minimum 10 seconds is the enemy dying first, then that would be posted here. The enemy died first. And to get the health afterwards, it's basically kind of the same deal. If the player won this one, then player's health minus the duration of the battle times the damage per second. So let's say player's health is 80 minus 3 times 1 is 3 times the 10 seconds. So that means they did 30. The enemy did 30 damage in that 10-second battle. So 80 minus 30, that's 50 health afterwards for the player. So in this case, the player 1, because of course this initial data is taken from Void War. Kind of looked at the commander health and then the health of the other NPCs. And yeah, this is a basic foundation of how you would compute. You just have to change the parameters in here. So yeah, that should be for my update video. My next steps would be, helping out with the development. Maybe take some more inspiration from our games, from the Fallout series. Yeah, that should be it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.